Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Doing a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Backed up on third down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. Backs against their own goal line, looking to throw the ball. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Whoa, you're talking about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Well, Kirk, they thought they might have a special teams edge in this playoff game. Their guys stepped up huge that time.
Yeah, you know, I thought it might be their ability to block punts, but instead they set up the return, and man, does it pay off. Some good blocks, but really, how about the athletic ability and the instincts by the return man to give them the lead? They can smell it. They're trying to get to that national championship.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
They'll give it to the back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Short connection to the tight end here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Ready?
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Freedom.
Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Jukes to get past a man. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
They'll run it here. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting off the defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
play fake. He'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And they'll just down it right here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Fighting off the defender.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Third down, out of the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening down. Another first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Coming up, second down and goal. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first down, it's play action. Looks left and finds his target there. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Hunt over the middle. It's Foster. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. The defense all over it. They stopped it right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. An effective play, good for a 1st down at the 35.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. And the ball is hauled in. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stills.
On third down, it's a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Comes up with the catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He'll hand it off. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Green 25.
We go with a direct snap. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble now. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it now. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And looking to throw now on first down. Escapes the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw again. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. So this game is not over yet. The score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive in the play call? Inside the 35 now. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They're going to run it. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Ducks. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a two-point conversion.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He makes the grab. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First and goal, handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oregon. And the beatdown continues. The Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he goes out of bounds, but not before reaching the 49-yard line. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.